What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Happy October. Today is October 1st. Today is actually Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World, and Epcot's birthday. Today's the 49th birthday of Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World. But today I'm coming back at you with another construction update video. Today we're gonna do things a little bit different than I usually do it. I'm starting over here outside the ticket gates to the Magic Kingdom. So right now I want to show you some of the updates for the Grand Floridian walkway, as well as the Polynesian Resort. I'm gonna tell you about that in just a little bit. But then after that, I'm gonna drive around. I'm gonna show you the Cove Hotel because there's some big updates with that hotel as well. Then we're gonna head over to Disney Springs where I'll tell you about some other stuff. So if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe down below. I do these construction update videos at the beginning of every month where I show you what's going on around Walt Disney World. So the Grand Floridian walkway has progressed a lot. We can see over here that there's a sign for the Grand Floridian walkway just next to the monorail station. So when this is open, you'll be able to walk down this path and go through this way off to the Grand Floridian. Also, the Grand Floridian Resort is back open. Half of it was being used for the NBA bubble. Some of the teams are staying over there, and now those teams have moved on, so the Grand Floridian is not being used for the NBA teams anymore, and the whole resort is back open to the public. Personally, I thought that the walkway from Magic Kingdom to Grand Floridian would have been done by the time the Grand Floridian opened back up, but looks like they still got a little bit more work to do. Here is the Grand Floridian pathway. We see that they added some fences right here so people don't go in the water and whatnot. And then this bridge is like a movable bridge so that boats can come through and people can also cross. Oh look, there's a deer right there. But anyways, so it looks honestly pretty much done except for the very end part over here. You see that they still have to lay the pavement on this very end part. So almost done. And then this part, it looks like this is going to be security or temperature check. This probably going to be temperature check, but that might be security over there. And now here we are at the Polynesian Resort, and it was actually announced that the Polynesian Village Resort will be going under a year-long refurbishment. Specifically right here, the Grand Ceremonial House. This is supposed to have a year-long refurbishment, and they said that they're redoing some of the rooms to go with a Moana theme. So not sure how you feel about the theming being placed inside the rooms. Some people seem to like it, some people seem to hate it. But that is what's going on over here at the Polynesian Resort. So right now they're not letting anybody come through the main entrance. They're having them directed to another place. I don't even know where they're being directed, but so this main part right here, Grand Ceremony House, is gonna be pretty empty. All right, now before we head to Disney Springs, we're gonna head over to the Cove Hotel and check out the construction that's going on over there. All right, so we're coming up on the Cove Hotel and we're gonna see the progress that they have made on this front side over here. You can see that they've added like a lot of those tile, that blue tile, and then we can see here on the back side, last time I don't think they had all these windows put in. Looks like they're still adding a few of them, but I like the progress that this hotel has made. I keep calling it the Cove, but it's actually called the Swan Reserve now. They changed its name. I keep calling it the Cove. It's called the Swan Reserve. But I do think that it'll be a nice addition to the Swan and Dolphin hotels. It doesn't look like it's a very big hotel, but it does look very nice. All right guys, here we are, made it to Disney Springs. All right, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at the Magic Kingdom first. So in Tomorrowland, they have been working on the vertical beams in Tomorrowland that kind of connect to the People Mover. They've been replacing the old like silver ones, and they've been putting the original white ones in. That is all done now. All the vertical beams have been completed and there's no more construction walls up. Also in Tomorrowland, the People Mover is going to be going under refurbishment until November. I had said that the People Mover was going under refurbishment until Halloween. They just announced that it's going to be going through November. Since before the parks have closed, City Hall on Main Street has been behind some scrim. Now that scrim is completely gone and the City Hall building refurbishment is complete. I just saw it today. It looks pretty good. The paint looks very bright and very white compared to the other buildings on Main Street. So I'm expecting them to do those buildings next, probably. The Tom Sawyer Island and the Liberty Bell Riverboat, those are going to be going under refurbishment on October 5th. So starting on October 5th, you will not be allowed to go to Tom Sawyer Island or ride the riverboat. Also, at It's a Small World, over on the Fast Pass entrance side, they had some construction walls up over there, and then they took those down, and now there's a lot more construction walls by the regular entrance and throughout the other portions of the queue on the outside of the building. So there's these big construction walls that you can see, and it doesn't look very nice, but that's going to be happening for some time, I'm guessing. At the parking gates where you purchase your parking ticket, they're redoing the paint on the overhang where it says Magic Kingdom. They're turning that from like the light blue to kind of the dark blue that you see on the castle. Kind of a lot going on over at the Magic Kingdom, but headed over to Animal Kingdom, nothing is going on besides the one section of Kilimanjaro Safari that they have added. Supposedly this is going to be a goat section. That is what some people have been reporting. I did see there is progress on the house, and they have started to do some landscaping around the house as well. I don't know if they're just going to put regular goats over here. That'd be kind of weird. They just had goats in a ride that features lions and elephants, but we'll have to wait and see about that. In Hollywood Studios, I have heard no news other than the fact that Frozen, the sing-along show, is going to be coming back starting October 5th. So since Frozen is coming back on October 5th, that gives me hope that other entertainment offerings will be coming back, like Festival of the Lion King. Over at Epcot, the Space 220 restaurant has had the sign installed. The sign isn't visible to guests, just the outside portion is like covered up by like some screen or whatever. But who knows, we haven't heard anything from Disney about Space 220 restaurant in a very long time. And also last time I had shown you guys that the Play Pavilion was redoing their tiles that are on the outside of the dome to like a more strong gold color. Now all those tiles are pretty much complete. Now I had told you guys a little bit about the Polynesian refurbishment. I told you guys that Grand Floridian had opened back up, and also now starting at some of the Disney resorts, you are going to be allowed to go fishing again and take boats out on the water. They had stopped this because they're using it specifically for the NBA players for the fishing and all that, but now since the NBA players are pretty much gone at this point, by the next video they will all be gone, the NBA bubble will be no more, they are allowing people to go back on the waters and fish and boat again. But there is some sad news. Walt Disney Company has just announced that they will be laying off 22,000 cast members from here at Walt Disney World and at Disneyland. And some of these people that have been affected are people at the NBA Experience. I just heard like a couple minutes ago that everyone at the NBA Experience got laid off. And also at the Grand Floridian, the orchestra that plays over there, they have been fired. Same with Yeehaw Bob over at Port Orleans Resort. He is no more. And this is all, of course, due to COVID-19. So very unfortunate news. Moving on regarding the Christmas decorations and Christmas things and holiday things that are going on around the parks. The dream lights are not going to be on Cinderella Castle this year. Usually Cinderella Castle gets those blue ice kind of color lights that light up Cinderella Castle at nighttime. They're not going to have that this year. Instead, they are going to be lighting up the castle at nighttime with different projections. I know a lot of people are disappointed because the dream lights for Christmas time are one of the main attractions for people when they come over here to Magic Kingdom and Disney World during the holiday season. There will also be no Christmas parties or the candlelight processional that goes on at Epcot. So no Magic Kingdom Christmas party and no Epcot candlelight processional. There will also be no gingerbread houses at the different hotels. Some hotels would do different gingerbread house displays, not this year. But there is some good news. Christmas decorations will still be going up. They will be going up on November 6th. Now here at Disney Springs, there's not a whole lot, honestly, to show you guys for this month. But I do want to show you the fall decorations that they've put up. So you really won't find any decorations on the west side or in the landing. It's mostly going to be over here in the marketplace. And this is the theme, Fall into Magic at Disney Springs. I'm sure there was lots more decorations last year. I know there was. This is the only really thing I could find over here. right by World at Disney. Maybe they'll add some more as Halloween gets closer. But there are some special treats that you can get over here at Disney Springs for the Halloween season. Like over here at Amorette's Pastries, there's a couple of things that you can get in there. Same thing with the theme parks. At the 4 different theme parks, you can find different Halloween treats. Just look up Halloween Disney food offerings on Google and there'll be a bunch of things that pop up. And one thing that I did forget to mention, but Love Pop has opened up. You can come and get all your fancy greeting cards over here. All right guys, but that will conclude this construction update video. Stay tuned for the next one in November. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you can just leave a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. But thank you all very much for watching. It's kind of fun to do the impossible, and I'll catch you on the next video.